Please be seated. Good evening. On behalf of Santa Monica College, I would like to welcome all of you to this year's commencement exercise, an event in which we take the greatest pride. I want to extend a special welcome to the parents, loved ones, and friends of the graduating class of 2017. I am Dr. Kathryn Jeffery, the Superintendent President of Santa Monica College, the #1 community college in the country. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I also want to welcome the worldwide audience watching today's ceremony on our live webcast. You might have noticed all of the flags behind the stage. The flags in this field represent the wonderful display that showcases our college's diversity. We have flags representing 139 nations, all the countries of origin of our students. I'd like for you to join me in observing one flag in particular, the flag of the United States of America. And I'd like to ask our student trustee, Chase Matthews, to please lead us all in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag and the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. It is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce the individual trustees of the board of the Santa Monica Community College District. Please hold your applause until all names have been read, and will the trustees please remain standing until all of you have been introduced. The chair of the board, the Honorable Dr. Andrew Walzer. The vice chair of the board, the Honorable Mr. Barry Snell. The Honorable Nancy Greenstein. The Honorable Dr. Nancy Greenstein. The Honorable Dr. Louise Jaffe. The Honorable Dr. Margaret Quinones Perez. The Honorable Dr. Susan Amanoff. And the Honorable Rob Rader, who will be joining us. Student trustee, newly elected, Chase Matthews. Thank you. Graduates, how many of you know that this ceremony is being webcast live? That's right. Any of your family members and friends who could not be here today can see this happening right now in real time. Last year, we had nearly 4,000 family members and friends from around the world live stream our SMC Commencement program. We're hoping for an even greater number this year. I know that you're on your phones anyway, so text and WeChat your friends and families that they can watch you get your diploma right now by going to our SMC website, www.smc.edu. You can also find it on the alumni webpage at alumni.smu.edu. So speaking of alumni, that is what all of you are about to become. We know that you're all moving on to exciting new chapters in your lives, but we don't want you to forget us. Your relationship with SMC doesn't end here. You are and always will be a part of the SMC family. The best way for you to keep in touch with us and for us to keep in touch with you is through our Alumni Association. After graduation, you'll be able to see on the alumni website a time lapse of today's entire ceremony and a mashup of all of your graduates, and you'll be able to pose in front of the media wall. We want you to stay in touch and look forward to celebrating your future accomplishments. And I want now to acknowledge those who have mentored, taught, counseled, and guided you. Will the faculty and staff of the Santa Monica College please stand up and join me in giving a round of applause to this group of individuals. These are people who've played a major role in your achievement today. And as I walked on campus this morning, I even saw some students looking like they were still in the class taking that last final exam. Let's not forget your family and friends. Graduates, please stand up, face the audience, and give them a round of applause to thank them for their support, sacrifice, and encouragement. A lot of enthusiasm. That's the way it should be. It's now my privilege to introduce the remaining members of the platform party and our special guests. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Teresita Rodriguez, Vice President for Enrollment Development. Our commencement speaker, Frank Stiefel, film producer and director and supporter of Santa Monica College. He will be formally introduced later in the program. Frank, please stand. Ms. Fran Chandler, President of the Academic Senate. Mr. Chase Matthews, Student Trustee for 2017-18. Mr. John Abagadas, your fellow graduate who will deliver the Student Challenge. I would also like to acknowledge members of the SMC Foundation in our audience, and I'll ask them to stand as well where they are. And I'd like to acknowledge all of our college employees who have worked for many months to prepare for this celebration. Employees other than the faculty who've been introduced, please stand where you are. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Graduates, please rise. Members of the Santa Monica College graduating class of 2017, upon recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the associate degree or certificate of achievement. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, the Santa Monica graduating class of 2017 has graduated. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you, everyone, for attending tonight's event. This concludes our commencement. After the recessional, please join us at the SMC Alumni Reception for refreshments in the quad. Thank you and good night.